Hello and welcome to the Through the Omenpaths / Spider-Man Early Access event. We've got 24 hours to play with these cards before they disappear until the official set release next Tuesday on Arena. And for this next deck, we're going to try out some Naya Spiders, building largely around some ramp in the form of 4 Llanowar Elves and 4 Leyline Weavers, 1 and a red/green for a Spider 2/2 with reach, tap to add red or green. Then if it's 4 mana or greater, you can untap it and cast something else. And then 4 copies of Demira, Soul of a Spider, 1 in a greens or white for a legendary creature 2/2. Whenever a spider you control enters, draw a card, but only once each turn. So probably just going to get 1 draw per turn unless we can flash in a Spider-Man on the opponent's turn. I'm not going to go over every card in the deck. We're just going to ramp, draw some cards, slam down a Roboroid, scale them all up. We might even cast the Scions of the Spider, a white, blue, black, red, and green for a legendary creature 5/5 Spider Human Hero. Flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, haste. Being if come out on your turn, other spiders get all the same stats. Actually, maybe not that hard to cast, as we have 4 Cavern of Souls, a Plaza of Heroes, 4 secluded courtyards, 4 starting towns, and then some other dual lands in there. So actually very possible we can cast this sucker. The other card I like in here is Gloria, the Great Armor. 3 mana 3/3. When you attack, put a +1 counter on target attacking creature. And whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You can play that card this turn. So a little bit of card advantage in there. And then other 2 cards I like are the Naya Skystale Storyteller. Can be cast for 2, but also could be cast for 5, which is pretty decent. And a Kren, Undercity Dreamer, could be cast for 2 or for 6. So we have some more expensive stuff in there to ramp into. That's it. We could go over all the cards, but I'm not gonna. We're just gonna play some spiders and see how this goes. Not gonna overthink it too much. Where we at here? Just try to curve out into some Roboroid, draw some cards, do some ramp stuff. We'll see what happens. It is a white creature-based deck, so you'd think you should run Shelter by Ghosts, but if you saw in one of my other videos, there is a red spider that shuts down counter spells, and if you don't pay the ward cost, your spell is countered. But if you play the red spider, your Shelter doesn't get the ward 2 on it, so they don't really work that well together. You could not run the red spider, but it gives all of your stuff riot, which is actually pretty good. We're on the draw. We have some draw engines. Looks good to me. We'll keep this. I'd like to see a little bit more land or ramp or something, but it's okay. Demir. There's some ramp. Okay. Spider it is. And then we can either go Demir or right into ramp. I think it depends if we hit the next land. If we do, I think we just ramp into the Roboroid. And if not, maybe prioritize drawing to hit that next land. And these reach creatures are okay against Flyer. Could also trade with the Siren next turn, which prevents the Kaito, which is not that bad. Well, if we have the next land, we can just ramp into a Roboroid, so I think we do that instead. 2 or more spiders. Alright, we're not doing that yet. We'll stick by the opponent. If they attack, I do think we're taking the trade. Just prevent the Kaito turn. And then figure out the rest of it later. They might also kill the Weaver before combat. Yeah, we don't really want them to Kaito, so we'll take this trade. We're at 24 land. We'll hit more land. Not a big deal. Ooh, this guy actually needs an answer, right? Combat damage to a player. Look at that many cards top their library. Alright, so we'd like a good blocker for this. 4/3 looks decent. Hope we stick around 1 more turn for the Roboroid. Should have double green. Alright, Drowner, tap down my reach creature, attack, and then what? Look at that many cards from the top of your library. Put 1 into hand and the rest in graveyard. We could block 2 damage. If we block, we have a 2/4 next turn to block. That is interesting. Give it to him. Go crazy. Been a Gene Splice Savant. Play another one, okay. I think it's just a Roboroid here. Hope they can't find removal immediately. 2/4 acquired. Let's hold back. Just go removal spell would be pretty sad. This would be a Grixis to level up. They don't have the red for it yet. Alright, they immediately have removal. Take the action. A reach spider, but yeah, if this 2/4 attacks every turn, it gets in. See if they have one more removal spell. We'll take the block on that guy. 1/1 connive, okay. Okay, we're holding in there. I think we're gonna start drawing cards. I mean, they ultimately have to answer this, right? Try to hit land if we can. Is this guy not a spider? It's a human performer. What do you know? I think we're just chilling. We have a lot of card draw. Oh, no, we did get the exile. Right, but it's not a spider for the Demira. That's my bad. We could have played the Weaver and had the same effect, if not better. Connive going to continue to get in there. At some point, we'll turn the corner. Okay, Kaito comes in.
Your tech is way. Did I scare you?
See if they redeploy the Gobin. If not, it's a little bit telling. Tap down the 5/4, redeploy the Gobin. Okay.
Fight. Control the outcome.
Hexproof and indestructible. Pretty interesting. We're still looking for land if we can get it. It also flashes in on the opponent's turn. I think we start here. Nice. Fast land, but still land. Can we threaten the Kaito by getting the Naya in there? Or the Demira, even. We don't have a good blocker back for the 2/4 then. Yeah, I think we'll just hold on. The flash at Emmy's pretty decent just to get another card draw. We could chump block with the first Demira, knowing we have the second one in exile. Alright, we lose this. We don't have the 1 mana open to give it hexproof. Just you. Okay, not worried about it. Ooh, alright. More draw power for the opponent. Okay, well, that demands an answer. Looks like we can't just sit here and chill forever. Opponent has also found a draw engine, so now we're not even just outscaling them with Demira. Interesting. They can put a +1 counter on the Gobin, and then give it the same abilities, which would be pretty bad for us.
Now I know your weakness.
So we need a bit more gas. Alright, flash, take our draw. Another land isn't the end of the world. If we turn you into whatever you are, flying, vigilance, and haste. Seems decent. We can also just give this thing flying, which also seems pretty decent. Attack down the Kaito. Okay, I think we're starting here. See what we can draw. Whew, that'll be good. Okay. Nice. You can be spider still. Kaito goes down. Trade with the curiosity. I mean, we do need to get through this board state at some point. It's a 3/4, and then they can trade with the curiosity if they want, or just take the free block. But we do scale up a little bit. Still have a decent blocker back.
I'm definitely lost.
We're at 11 with a lot of creatures with good amount of draw power. We have a Roboroid coming up. Opponent's got a lot of draw power themselves. The Goblin gets in for free. I don't have the mana to do this, right? Oh, I do actually. All right, let's see where that goes on the spinner, I guess. Okay, a Lord for spiders. And we have a Hexproof and Indestructible. Alright, so now they get to look at top 3 every turn. Hey, we gotta close out the game soon. We're running out of time here. The Connive is gonna get bigger too. It could be a 4/4, and then it's a really quick clock, so we gotta get moving. Bin trajectory. Bin cat, it's a 4/4. Clock is very quick, take the shock. 2 mana open, okay. I mean, it's gotta be a Roboroid for 4. Might as well play under the, actually we can make things uncounterable. Only with Cavernous Souls, okay. Let's start here. We're not going to get any value off the Gloria this turn except for the +1 counter. Oh, they have another answer Roboroid. Too bad. Can't protect that one. Alright, well that might be game there. We needed that one to survive. Not sure we can really put on enough pressure just with this. Unless we can find like lifelink or something. Flying Vigilance Haste. First strike haste, +1 counter. Okay. We can eat the food actually, which is actually kind of relevant. If we top deck the crazy 5-mana spider, that would be the ideal thing. Land. A 1-drop. It's actually playable here. The big board state. We can eat the food token for 1 more turn too, which is not so bad. And then this could be a first strike haste, 4/3 out of nowhere. That would also let us untap the Weaver, which could be okay. So we'd have 4 more mana after. Alright, hit for 4, unblockable. Connive first, then draw a card, and then do the other ability too. Look at that many cards, look at top 4, put 1 into hand. Then draw a card, then connive. Cecil, Death Touch blocker. They would lose 2 life off that if they do block. So we need to eat the food to live here. Just 2 mana. We don't have that many counters. Search area for a spider hero card, reveal it. Is this thing a spider hero? It is a spider hero. Holy shit. We could cast it and it could be uncounterable here. And they need to shoot the sheriff, but they might not have it. If they don't, then we all get flying first strike, trample, lifelink, right? I guess that's the play. So just auto tap carefully. I might need this to cast it, right? Actually. So I need to shoot the sheriff here. Or like double nowhere to run. Or a Tidebinder right now, actually. Or they could wait till we play it and then Tidebind that. Drowner onto who? Okay, interesting. Another Drowner. Okay, interesting. We'll see if that's good enough. Alright, random 5 mana spider. Totally normal. Uncounterable off the Cavernous Souls, untap. Play land, we can play someone else for 3, name you on Spider. And then for 3 mana, it's gonna have haste, right? Cast using End Web. If we do it for 2? Yeah, just play this guy out, it's fine. Okay. Are you not a spider? You're a human performer. What the heck is that about? Sure. Let's get you out of double nowhere to run range, I guess. Easy. Never didn't have it. Oh, that's a silly deck. I'm not saying I built this optimally. I'm saying I put a lot of spiders in a deck. But I will say the fetch for the spider hero is actually pretty clutch. And dude, blew all the flood pits. Maybe could have waited. Maybe could have waited a little bit on that one. Okay. Yeah, some of these things are not spiders. I thought the draw engine was a spider, but I guess it's a non-spider draw engine. That's too bad. Pretty funky. I do wish we could have the original Spider-Man cards, like with their artworks and names and stuff on Arena. I know some people don't like that. I actually would be pretty hyped for that. Yeah, we'll keep this. So this guy's a human performer, actually. So we need to name one of these as human. Which I did not really realize the first time around. This can be spider to start. And then we'll go human after that, I guess. And we can either draw or ramp. I think we're going for the draw. This can now be a human, I guess. Okay, start drawing cards. This thing's an elf. We have no ability to cast this elf. That's great. Look at the top 3 cards you like, but one is your hand. Oh no, Day of Judgment. Oh man, this whole deck is hinged upon opponents not opponents. That's spider. Opponents not sweeping the board. That's not so good. All right, draw a card. It's a kitten. Get in there. We'll put a counter on it. Just 16. Exile a card. Cannot play it. Is there anything we can do to play around a sweeper? Not unless we hit the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man flash would be big. Okay. Well, this guy's got haste and put a counter on it, so that seems pretty good. And they'll figure out the rest of it later, I think. Do we get some draws? Maybe they kill Gloria pre-combat. Nice. Okay. Feel They let us move to combat. We'll put the counter here. Which draw engine do you kill? Let's move to combat first, though. Bitter Triumph on you. Okay. Opponent to 10. We already have land. I guess we'll take some more ramp here. So if they do sweep, we can discard a card and then sack it and draw a card, so we can bin one of these elves, which we probably don't need too many of. Nope, it's this guy. It's a 3/3 flying Death Touch lifelink. I mean, this card isn't really helpful here, is it? Maybe we do discard it. Doesn't do anything right now. One more land would let us get this guy down, right? Actually, we already can do that. Yeah, this card doesn't seem super useful here, right? Okay, let's spin an elf. See if we can do a little better. Meh, I don't know. We should be able to play an elf here if we do it. No, actually, we don't have the mana to do that. We could name elf if we really want to. No, we should be able to do it off this, actually, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll just name, let's get this guy down if we can. Okay, that one's a decent one, too. Could actually cast that this turn by returning the Weaver, which is interesting. See if they want to interact. Take the trade, it's fine with me. Can I, in web, cast a spell for a web? I think so. Let's go Spider. Okay. Return? Pokemon? We have a 6/5? They better hit that sweeper. Hitting them for 9 next turn. And then we're out of gas. Then we have literally nothing left. It's a tap land. It's not a Day of Judgment. Super weird. Spider, human. I mean, Lord still seems decent. See if we can find lethal somehow. No, I don't know if we overcommit past that. 10 damage, and then chill. We still have no way to cast the elf, which is fun. Opponent drops to 1. Get the starting town down, and then we'll just hang out here and eat the food. They probably have a Day of Judgment, right? Day of Judgment, okay. Opponent at 1. And then how much do we overcommit? I think we leave back one thing. Or land. Okay. What do you think? Double Spider? If we hold on to the elf, we could still present lethal the turn after. They just don't have anything. I think that's worth it. Alright, let's see if they have another sweeper. Maybe the new black 5-mana sweeper, where we lose life equal to the number of creatures we have. That'd be pretty cool. Also, we hit that random Death Touch Spider off the top. We can just go fetch the hasty 5-drop, which would be clutch. Maybe that card needs to be a bigger include. Just the out of nowhere, go fetch a 5-drop, give everyone flying, lifelink, trample, haste. Actually kind of legit. Alright, Bailmark for 2. They've been a Valgavoth and a Zombify. Alright, so they are secretly Reanimator this whole time. I guess they milled the Zalpa. Probably could have figured that out earlier. Alright, I think that's probably game. We don't even put any interaction in the deck. Oh, a Roboroid showing up. Can we cast this card? I guess so. Alright, so if they never hit any more removal, in theory we could still win, I suppose. Scale up, baby. Let's go. Easy win. Ooh, oh, I actually want to run this deck. Probably build it differently, but they get back what? Then there's a Talpa, which is a flying. Let's see. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. We could still win off a Roboride. It could happen. If they just whiff on removal. Top 3 cards you like, put 1 into hand, rest into your graveyard. Alright, he's getting in there. If 2 of these connect, we hit for not enough to win for sure. It's all good, you can take your time. They can use the Corsi Revenant at some point and gives a Talpa. I don't think we're connecting, but we'll play it all out for their Roboride turn. Alright, scale again. Getting there, no lethal presented. Dude's got 17 damage here. So Talpa, double strike. I still think they should put the Corsi Revenant on it, maybe. That would be fairly brutal. So I'm looking to play this deck at the event at some point. 4 Varilaxes, 4 Zombifies, and then just like the normal core of like red and black. Tirsa, the red dinosaur that has Cascade. Pretty much same stuff. Another one. Alright. Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay, well, this is our last turn of the game. I think we're hitting the attack all button because they do win next turn. So we have Reach here, interestingly enough. Not sure that matters. I think we either win next turn or not, right? If we block one of these... No, I don't think we do this. I'm not going to math it out, but I think we take our lumps. Opponent is up to 18. We top deck land. It's the attack all button, maybe. Never didn't have it. Surely that'll be enough. Does anyone have trample? No. You're the smallest, you can connect maybe. So 2 of these get in. So we hit for 17. We're actually just 1 point short. That one dies. Oh, they got the lifelink to off the top, so it's more than that actually, but... Okay, exile. Can we find... We actually have a reach thing. It is not enough though. We are still dead, either way. But we tried. Okay, opponent attacks all. We take 1 block with the Reach Weaver. Oh yeah, he gets to play this stuff off of us anyway. It's just whatever. Alright. Let's see it. You got it. No blocks. You got it. It's fine. I think this deck's pretty fun though. I like it. I like it more than the Birds deck. The Birds deck last season with Final Fantasy, it was fine. Felt strong, but it wasn't particularly interesting. But I don't know. These cards seem weird to me. I like them. Man, that Death Touch Spider seems really good at closing out games. I think I might, I mean, that one of, I might go stick the rest of those in there. I think it's worth it. Where's that card? Where's this deck? Oh God, why won't they let me sort in the early access event? Oh God. All right, hold on. Here it is. I like that spider. I don't think we need the kitten per se. I'm down to put at least 1 Fate Weaver. I don't know if we need the Ritza at all. Like, we're not really an aggro deck, you know? We have no way to scale it, really. We're really a chill control deck. Honestly, I think this card would be clutch. Let's take this guy out. Let's do it like this. Go fetch the Scions. We can almost afford an extra Scions. I mean, it seems very decent in this deck, right? Then what are we going to cut? Just one of these guys. I mean, it's all good. Whatever. Cool. I like it. Let's do it. I wonder if I have to re-engage the event now. Because if it's a true event, yeah, I think I need to resign and then re-put it, which is fine. I gotta find the freaking deck again. Okay. Just casual scroll through all of the decks. No search function, I'm pretty sure. Where'd this thing go? Invalid decks. No, it's gotta be a valid deck. Hold on. Naya Spiders, there we go. That search seems good. Especially with 24 land and all the ramp. Reach Death Touch, also a very good stat line. Pay 2, go fetch a card with flying that gives all your creatures flying, just swing for lethal and lifelink. Actually, kind of decent. YouTube/MTG Joe. It's so much. It's so much text. We're on the play with a 2-drop, and yeah, looks fine. Mana is red and everything. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay. Okay. We'll get ramping. Do nothing. Okay. Well. There's sticks, so someone's dying. We'll see which one it is. If they kill the Gloria pre-combat, we should play the other one after, you know, next turn anyway. Oh, they let us move to attacks. I'm here for it. Plus one counter. You wanna give me a card draw? Alright. This turn only, though. Cash grab. Uh-oh. Oh, diamond weapon? Eerie Gravestone. When this enters, draw a card, pay 2, sack it, mill 4 cards, and put a creature card among them into your hand? What does this card do? 2 players reveal the top card of the library. They each look like equals the mana value. Oh, we both do this. It's an enchantment. I didn't realize it was an enchantment. Okay, we could get this random hasty creature down, which I guess is what we're doing here. So, you can be Spider. We have the mana for it. We get the untap, which is super nice. I think I'll attack over deploying the elf. Let's just get him. Let's get in there. Chomp, chomp, down to 5. Exile top 2. Okay, maybe another turn. Town Greeter. Feels too late. Beginning of your end step. Yeah, they might even just dome themselves off of this claim. Let's see that end step. Belmerk. Okay, only to 3. We get this guy coming in. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm actually really excited to play the 5-mana Spider now. I think the 1-mana Death Touch Reach, go fetch it and play it. 2 copies in the deck. We seem to have plenty of ramp. 24 land, 4 elves, 4 of the Spider that untaps. I think it's not that bad. So many Excluded Courtyards, Cavernous Souls, Plaza of Heroes. Sways. We're swazy like crazy. We're on the play. We got our 1-drop thing. And then we can return it on 2, I guess. Which is pretty aggressive. Plus we got a Roborid. I am here for it. Let's do it. Alright. Spider. 1-drop. Reach Death Touch. Pay 2. Sack it. Go get a Spider hero card. Watery Grave. Okay. Well. I mean, I think we just do... Oh, what are we missing here? We have red and, What's wrong with this? Cast the spell. Oh, you have to return it tapped. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Not bad. Alright, I mean, this is cool. We'd love some more land, though. Or any of our ramp creatures. Do have a random 2-mana 5/4, though? It's more like a 2-mana 4/3, right? Because we had a 1-drop. And we took it off the battlefield. It's not quite as sexy as it sounds. All right, he is on Reanimator plan. We got to win real quick. Enter copy of a graveyard. Sure. All right, next land. We'll take what we can get. We are tight on green, though. Probably just get this guy down. Synchro 5. It's a good chunk of pressure. 2 mana, 4/3 is what it's hitting like. I don't think there's any other card like that in Standard, right? You can get 2 mana 3/3s in green for green and green. 2 mana 4/3. I don't think it exists. This is a very good stat line, right? All right, they do have a removal spell. It's okay. We'll get the Spinner of Souls trigger. Okay, ramp is totally acceptable. Riot. We're not to lethal. I mean, ramp is good, but do we just lose if they reanimate? No, there's nothing down there yet. So we could prioritize ramping. To 10 with a Roboroid next turn. And then untap, play another Fate Weaver. Let's see who they pick here. Okay, they pick the Spinner Soul, so they leave the ramp. Okay, next land for us. Oh, it's not a freaking spider. We can actually do that yet. That's okay. Okay. Fine. Next turn then. Haste. Let's use... Hold on. Yeah, I think we're getting with haste here. I'll take haste as well. Opponent's to 3, a Roboroid on the way. Probably won't have a sweeper, so we'll see if we'll decline. We'll see if they can I don't know, reanimate something big like that. Doesn't look like it would stop lethal though. Good game. Yeah, so that can become a copy of this thing. So they do get max hand size of 8. They can draw a bunch of cards. They don't have any mana left. So we just swing with everything. Get to a Roboroid up. Yes. Excellent. I'm actually really digging the spider deck. I know we're early access event. Okay, what happens in Standard when you play this? So every game is what? Artifacts, mono, red, landfall, or white, Ajani. I guess it's not that good into that. It's terrible into green landfall. Green landfall is really a problem because if you don't interact, you just auto lose. There's nothing you can ever do to beat a 64/64. Like the 1/1 death touch thing just doesn't work. That's really the problem. Otherwise, you could play anything. If that deck didn't exist, you could play this into mono red. You do some chump blocks. You play this, you know, more lifelink spider. You could turn things around, maybe. If they have the Nemesis, maybe not, but I think you could play this into mono red. Mono whites, scale's pretty big. Looks like we're not really outscaling mono white. But we're not running into removal. You could run shelter in there. You could have some, you could deal with mono white some games. It could be fine. But the green deck, you just can't beat. You can't beat unless you kill every creature, and if they get 64/64 trample to just win, there's nothing you can do. So that is really the problem with best of 1 Standard, as I see it. That deck is unbeatable if you want to play a normal deck, because if they just do their thing, you just can't beat them. That's really the problem. So banning, you'd have to, it's such a weird ban to make, but yeah, you'd have to take out Tifa, and then maybe just one of the two, either Tifa or the 3 mana 1/1 trample. It doubles counters. Maybe you don't need both. Maybe one of them, leave one of them, and the deck's not consistent enough to be as annoying. Could be okay, but as it is, I think that really distorts Standard right now. Oh, playing the same guy again. It's not that late at night. Where's everyone else? It's only been 6 hours. We're on the play. A lot of ramp. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not gonna ramp into this thing. Whatever, it's fine. We'll keep this. We'll start here. Kind of a lot of life to lose. 6 mana is a lot to ramp into. It's the same deck, right? So it's the mill deck. All right, we'll see if we can do any better this game. Got a whole bunch of land. We have 4 mana next turn. It's going to be a while to cast the 6 mana half, so hopefully we get something to do in the meantime. Of relevance. Nope, we do not. We do not. Okay. I think we just play this thing out, right? We can always transform it later. And I guess you guys can get suited up. Not particularly impressive. Okay. Even that 1 mana spider wouldn't be bad here. Play it for 1, sack it for 2, and then go get the spider that's like a draw engine whenever you connect with a modified creature. That would actually be pretty solid here. We could even play it the same turn. No. We don't have 2 mana left, but we can play it next turn. At least get us moving in the right direction. One creature, 2 creature, 3 creature, 4, 5 creature. Whew, that is a hot land draw, let me tell you. We should have 6 to transform though, right? Spider. After doing a whole lot of nothing all game. It's a 4/3 with first strike. Okay, that works. Double the number of counters on each spider, sure. Does have first strike though. You might want to read it. Yeah, I would know about that. Alright, only land. That's not feeling that bad. Pay 2 mana, put a +1 counter on Kren. He gains hexproof and becomes colorless until end of turn. Whenever you attack, we already have that effect. Okay, so you're putting a +1 counter. Not so sure that becoming colorless is that helpful. There's no Doomblade. This guy's got Death Touch. Still not so bad into our hexproof. That is an issue. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to it. So now we need our spider hero to fly over the top, basically. Whew, that land draw is sexy. Oh, we can do this as many times as we want, can't we? 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do it 3 times here. Make it a 7, whatever. No point in attacking, though. Okay. Lovely. That is quite the land draw right there. Cash grab. Mill 4. Can get a scavenger and then get something else. Just another weapon. They don't need too much to win here. Little tight on green though, so they can't play. I guess Diamond One's a legendary. Be my guest. Take a look at that hand, man. Yeah, I guess we can get rid of the starting town. Should be fine with Cavernous Souls. Another one. We have to? Yes. Okay, fine. Not concerned about it. Alright, let's level this sucker up. Hexproof, it becomes colorless. How helpful is this? Whew! Hot damn! Holy moly. First strike and haste, not trample. +1 counter, hexproof. Okay. Okay? Wow. Alright. I actually probably want this guy down instead. That is something else. Prevent all combat damage, so I mean, we need the flyer off the top. Okay. We might just die off of this. There's our last land. Let's see, I actually needed that land. If we were gonna top deck the 1-drop spider. Need 1 more land to cast it all. We do have reach here. If we just top deck the spider, then we just... I guess we want the lifelink. Okay, no blocks. Yeah, whatever. We gotta top deck our big boy. I think that's about it. Alright, we can level it up for fun. See if we can hit 1 more land. Okay. It's a land. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's exactly enough. Okay. Okay. Spider. I don't know if we need all these colors, right? Now we go get Big Boy. Here's Big Boy. Now we cast Big Boy. Here's Big Boy. Let's go. To combat. Oh, he's got a 4-2. I think we can still win, right? Don't we have trample? Whoo! That's what I'm talking about. Do we get through with trample? I don't know if we win here or not. Let's see. Oh, we get through 0. Are you kidding me? 0? We don't get any trample damage through? All right, that's fine. What am I supposed to do? I can't hit. Oh, I can distribute. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. Okay, interesting. Okay. Never didn't have it. I was sure the whole time. I told you, 4 copies of that Spider-Man. Just the victory out of nowhere. Nobody expects the Spider-Man. We gotta do one more. I know we're closing in on the end of the video. We gotta do one more. This deck is fun. Yeah, well, we could tweak it now and like really analyze it. We'll save that to the end. We got one more. I'm actually having a really fun time with this, so we'll do one more here. Deck is busted. You heard it here first. Deck is busted and broken. Somebody's confused about the ward cost. Did I already answer this question? I feel like I did. I'm not going to answer it again. The ward ability counters it, like it actually physically uses the word counter, and thus, if things cannot be countered, the ward cost, not paying the ward cost, does not cause the ability to be countered, or spell, or whatever. Your time's getting slow. Where's everyone at in the early access event? Maybe they've entered best of 3, or, you know, some other... There aren't really competing events. Sometimes it's, a little confusing which event to go into. There's like a ranked queue and a play queue. Here it's very obvious. There's just a best of 1. But yeah, we'll hang out here a little bit. We'll see if we can find any old comments from you guys. Anything of interest. Brian Kibler, Hall of Famer. Yeah. Where did you go to med school? I did not go to med school. Dr. Ruckus is a nickname. I am not actually a doctor. I know that will sadden many of you. Where is part 4? Vitgonic says, I lost. There's no part 4. Part 3 was me losing the first match, and then the second match I didn't even show. I could have shown it. It wasn't that. It's just I was just sad. I just sat there. I didn't talk. I just sat there. No land. No land. No land. No land. No land. Turn 5 or 6. I drew the second land. And I was like, oof. Feels so bad. Yeah, after 2 losses, you get ejected from day 2. The worst win rate you can have is 4-1, 5-1? I forget how many games. And then if you hit the second loss, you just, you were no longer in the event. So there is no day 4. There's no part 4. That was it. Isn't Shield Maiden Ash Lizzle game 2? Yes, I believe so. Lucas says, I can't wait until the VV ban for standard. Yeah, I thought it was sooner. November 10th, I think, still, or 11th. It's 2 months away. I'm kind of shocked by that. I was saying I want to play a lot of best of 3, and I think I still do, but 2 months? 2 months of VV? Is there actually, I don't know if there's any point in playing best of 3. It would be to get practice, which I think is worth it, but from a content creation standpoint, like, what am I going to do for 2 months? Are spiders going to shake up standard? Probably not. Probably not going to shake up best of 3. We're on the play. Hand is busted. This guy is a human, though. Let's be careful about that. Guess we got the start in town. So we can go Spider here for the Fate Weaver, and then starting town for human. And then should be pretty good after that. Or we could try to ramp right into a Roboroid, but we actually don't have double... Yeah, we don't have double green for that. All right, let's go Spider here. So we ramp or draw. It's an elf. It's a lot of land. I am a little tempted to draw instead. If they kill the Aurora and we only hit land, we're pretty sad, right? So let's go for the draw plan, I think. They should not want to block. They need their elf, right? Elf's too good. They're not going to block. Free damage. Curious to see what they are. Could be the Simic deck. Alright, red and green at least. Alright, they are also spiders. So we have a little spidery showdown here. I think the top card of your library. Don't even play those cards? That card looks terrible. I'm not playing that card. Okay. Only have so much mana to go around. We could save Secluded Courtyard. Okay, well that fixes that problem. I don't think we throw away the Fate Weaver, because now, one, it gets better with the Aurora, and two, if we ever want to sack it for our Wombo combo finisher, it's looking a little better. So we'll just chill on defense. We'll get the Aurora down next turn. We have another 1-drop. We can play it with the Weaver. What does this card do? Dude just dropped a 4-mana 4/4 Vigilance Reach on me. Interesting. Okay. Doing Auroboroid things. Can also cast this guy, which is pretty sweet. Draw a card. I think I'm happy with the draw decision. Alright, not bad. Making moves. We'll wait another turn. If we did the Fate Weaver thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could sack Fate Weaver, go get the thing, and just go crazy, which I think is the next step here. Does this card do anything? I'm so down for this Fate Weaver pop off. I think it's really good. Twitching Doll. Okay. So this can be Spider. I'm so down for this. I have a really fun time with this. Let's just make sure the taps are feeling good. I think we're pretty set on however we tap here. Red and green. I guess we can do this one too. Sack you. Go get this 5-drop. Play the 5-drop. Untap the spiders. Draw a card. And then we technically could play out another spider, but I don't think we need to do that for the Auroboroid. But yeah, I think we just do this thing. Cool. Don't have Death Touch. I think we just do it like this. 7, let's see, that's 17 damage. So they have to block something good. They have to block one of the air creatures with this. This guy can get in basically for free. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think they can block all this shit. I think you just give him what for? Because 17 in damage in the air. So they gotta block something in the air with the reach creature. So only the ground creatures are left. And I think it's too much. I'm so hyped for this Fate. The Fate Weaver, it feels kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! The search effect, the 2-mana search effect. You'd think it would be expensive, right? But there's just the ramp's so good. And the untap of the Weaver into the Spider actually is just like, damn. It's hot. It's hot, is what I'm telling you. Alright, opponent goes to 4 here off the first strike. We're up to 36. Ah, we didn't kill him. Well, let's hope they don't split up. If they split up, we still reload. Firebrain Scheme. Is that 2 lands? It's an Ademi. Okay, go again. It's a Kellen joins up. I don't know what that card does. I feel like it doesn't do anything. Exile card from your hand if it becomes plotted. Whenever a legendary creature enters, put a +1 counter. Man, you can maybe go more Scions with this much ramp. Oh, 4 damage. Fair. Let's draw a card, I guess. And then we can play this half of the Spider, untap the Weaver. Sure. The untap is really good. With the Ouroboros. Oh gosh, it's just so good. Everything's just so good. Okay. Whew. Damn. What does this do? Can you remove a counter to exile top card of your library? Alright, you can do that again? Goodness gracious, man. Damn. I had so much fun with this. Sweet! Yeah, I mean, the problem with this will be mono green will make a 64/64 trample, and there's no card that deals with that. You could still have some shelters. Alright, let's take a little peek at the deck tech and just see what final closing thoughts we had. I had a lot of fun with this, let me tell you. I had a lot of fun with this. Will this be busted and broken in standard? Probably not, but I think that curve is good. What are we on here? Gosh, Naya Spiders. Alright, I like the 4 Llanowar Elves, I love the 4 Fate Weavers, and I like the 4 Leyline Weavers. The ramp is really good. The ramp plus the fetch ability of the Scions is just so good. Demira, I think it's fine. People will probably kill it immediately in standard. I don't like that it's legendary. It's also a human and not a spider, which is weird, but it's fine. I think you probably still want this card. Just free draw engine. It's only once per turn, which is a little rough. You could put more Ademis in here, just so you're drawing 2 cards per turn. I think that would be reasonable in general. How good is Riots? You kind of don't need the Riot if you have Scions, because then you give everything haste anyway. So this is potentially a card to cut for like another Ademi, just to hit like the draw a little bit more. And the question is like, how important is Riot to scale up your creatures? It's only +1, right? It doesn't scale them up to like mono red. So I could see cutting this. Unless you really care about counter spells, putting in some more of this guy. This guy is good, right? The indestructible is huge. Yeah, you probably need all these, honestly, because you need something for sweepers. Naya is weird, but honestly, these cards that come down for like 5 or 6 is just so good with the Weaver. You just untap and go again. I don't hate these cards. This like Lord thing wasn't particularly impressive. Like if we're looking to put more Ademi, because it gives you the double draws plus the Demira and also the insurance against the sweeper, that feels really good. This card hits like a truck. I mean, you could even put more in there. The way I was playing it, really not attacking that much. 19. Yeah, something like this. I had a fun time. I'll play it probably pretty soon once the cards actually drop on Arena. So you can see if I just get rolled before you spend all your wild cards on a lot of rares and mythic rares. I mean, pretty much all rares and mythic rares for the most part. So you can see if it just bombs, but I had a lot of fun here today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.